Hey, Todd.
Intro.
You know the only thing better than one wood finishing series release?
3?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, everybody, welcome back to 1090. I'm Andy. This is Todd.
Oh.
And we are excited. Another really cool whiskey vertical here. We're going to do the Maker's Mark new release for the wood finishing series, which we cannot wait to dive into. That'll be fun. Why don't we do a vertical? Why don't we do this against the 2019 and the 2020 from last year and see which one we really like best? Because this has been a fun series.
So much fun.
This started with their 46. That's when they started experimenting with putting staves in their original mash bill, which has been unchanged since the beginning, which is one of the things I love about Maker's Mark.
Yes.
But the addition of the staves and the way they're selected and the way they're charred and the way they're aged, whether it's indoors or outdoors or all, it's going to vastly affect the flavor. And so they go for a particular flavor profile each time they do this.
I love that. That's
yeah,
really
it's cool. It comes out once a year now, annually, and this time, for the first time, it's going to be a twice a year release. What's better than one release a year than two, right?
We'll bring you that video too.
So this is why it's called FAE. That's the stave 01, because the 02 is going to be coming out sometime later on this year in 2021. But we thought it would be fun to put this up against the last 2 years' releases, the RC6, which was from 2019, and then the SE4, the PR5, that was last year, which was actually done with 2 staves, which is really cool.
That long. I can't believe it's not gone yet, Andrew.
I did enjoy them both. Well, you know what? You want to savor these because you're not going to get them again.
Saving them for you, everybody.
You're not going to get them again.
All right, let's jump into this year's
let's jump into this year's version. Todd, you want to tell us a little bit about what to expect from this year's release?
Well, I love it because this year they basically heavily charred one side of that stave and kept the other side raw. So what is that going to do to this whiskey this year? How is that going to change the flavor profile from year to year? We're going to find out.
Yep. And again, that char is going to give off some very distinct flavors versus the side without the char. So you're going to get some nice, really fruit notes on one side, which I think is going to be really cool. And then the other side is going to give off kind of more of that that woody note, which I think is oaky, which is going to be really, really neat to see. So let's get a note on this. This is 110 proof. Ooh. This got a cool nose. There's
like, I want to say fruits, but it's not like you're.
No, it's
like dark fruits.
But there's also almost like, it sounds crazy, some floral notes on this, which I think are really kind of cool, and not in a way like you're grabbing a bouquet of roses, but you can get some kind of like that floralness going to it.
I still get wood on this though.
Yeah.
Wood.
But there's a sweetness. It's really kind of. It's actually a pretty nose. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really nice nose.
Oh, I hope
maybe a little bit of like a pitted fruit, like maybe a slight apple kind of note to it.
I was even
like
thinking darker fruits.
But all right, let's get a
cheers.
That's a great nose, actually.
See.
All right.
Ooh,
that's pretty. That's really nice, actually. Yeah, I mean,
the finish definitely lingers.
They're going for fruit forward on this one.
It's fruit.
Remember last year they were going for like caramel and vanilla,
cherry,
like popping. That was what they were going for last year. This year it was more like fruit forward. I think they hit that.
Yeah, I agree.
You get the fruit notes, the pitted fruits on this. I think shine a little bit.
Some tobacco.
I love that nose. I really like that nose.
See, I don't know if it's the oakiness or the tobacco that I'm tasting there. That sort of that woody sort of tobacco, leather sort of combined with those fruits. I really enjoy that complexity of those two combining together. I like that a lot.
I love the finish on this.
It lingers, right? Dances
on your tongue. Great finish. But you're not feeling that burn, really, especially for the high proof on this.
Oh, that's. I like that a lot.
And this is out of the gates. This is, we're not even really
we just
kicking the neck pour on this, and
literally just popped it 5
minutes. This is pretty. So expect this to open up more.
Ooh, that's gonna be really better.
Give a little bit of time. I'm digging this.
This is gonna be really hard to beat. All All right, so we're on to our next vertical in the Maker's Mark's wood stave series, and I've screwed this name up before, P90X out there. This is the 2020 leathery's SE4 PR5, which we had last year.
Yeah.
We absolutely love this.
Yeah, this was great. And again, they went with 2 staves last time, 2 different staves they added to the barrels, which was cool. One was American oak, one was French oak, one designed to give off very heavy caramel flavors, the other for vanilla, and I actually think, if I remember correctly, they accomplished that goal last year. So let's
put a nose on it. It's beautiful. This series is absolutely, I love it. I love how they
the sweet
innovate,
notes
with these staves.
Dancing on this. I mean, you do get the caramel notes.
Like
you get it. Yeah, this is pretty. The pretty nose. You already sip it? Oh, you went right in. There you go.
I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. Oh, just super. I mean, it's rather sweet for 100 and what?
It's 110, as is this. I will say this is a smoother pour. This has a little bit more. It's a little bit more aggressive.
I still like it though.
And I think it bites you a little bit more up front. It accomplishes the goal of the caramel and the vanilla. I think they definitely are prominent
here.
That
caramel is big time.
Yeah, and I really like it. I think the finish is better though on the 21.
Agreed.
And,
that's fantastic.
And I honestly, and again, I haven't had the RC6 in quite some time, so that'll be fun to see 2 years later what that's like. But if I'm already just going head to head here, as much as I liked that last year and I thought it was a really solid bourbon, I think this one is definitely a notch above.
I agree.
So that's just my personal opinion, but a good pour. Yeah,
well,
can't complain at all.
2019. You ready?
All right, let's go. Well, I'm gonna finish this first.
All right, so the last in our vertical is from 2019. It's the RC6. I'm interested to see how it's changed from year to year to year. So our palette has gone from what we just got from the FAE-01 to the PR5 P90X. Now let's see what 2019 brings us. It's been a while since we had that.
PR5. Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a while. This kind of jump started the wood finishing series. This is the OG right here. So that's why I'm taking my time with this, Todd. But
well, you're getting close to the end of it, girl.
It was a solid pour. I really like it. Again, this is virgin American oak staves that they put into the barrel, and you're gonna, again, nice fruit-forward notes. But let's
that nose is
actually, it's a beautiful nose. So out of the gates,
smells almost more like that,
noses, right? Yeah, is a little bit more similar to the 21.
It is 100%. But that's because they use those 2 different staves in this.
Yeah, but again, I think overall so far, and we got to go back and kind of revisit this as far as from a palate standpoint, but from the way it smells, from smells alone.
These two.
Yeah, these two. This had more of the alcohol, like ethanol kick. 100%. Like it really did, and it was not quite as pretty a nose, I think, as these two. This is actually a beautiful nose.
Beautiful eggs.
I like this. Yeah. Let's take a sip.
One more.
That's dynamite. It's really good.
So it's interesting. Yeah, it's one comment I want to make is how the staves. This is the fun thing about doing this vertical, is seeing how their hand-picked staves change the flavor and complexity of each of these whiskeys, right?
Yeah.
So every year they put different staves in there, and they're looking for a different flavor profile, as you said in the beginning.
Absolutely.
That happened. You can see that happen in each one of these. They're all different just because of that. And I think that's what's really cool about it.
And I think, again, so it comes down to and of what you really like.
What do you get out of this one?
This, I'm getting a lot of those caramel butterscotch notes, which I like.
I love this.
Baking spices are kind of popping on this.
Definitely the caramel
it's got a really
butterscotch. Finish isn't super long. There's a bit of a cinnamon on the back end of it too, that finish. So that comes in, it warms,
Not that the proof is much lower. It's 108 versus the 110 for the 2, but still, you're right. The finish is shorter on this than on the 21.
Yeah.
And even on the 20.
Yep.
I think, well, let me ask you. We've had all 3.
Yep.
If you were to put these in order.
Yep. Easy.
What would you say?
It's 2021, 2019, 2020.
We rarely agree on anything.
Very easy.
I'm with you.
I think it's very.
I'm with you on that.
So here's
this is
the purchase, right? We do a purchase pour pass. I don't think any of these are passes because I don't know if you'll find these anymore. Actually, if I saw this, I'd probably still buy it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When we say purchase for a pass, sometimes like, hey, like try it at a buddy's house, try it at a bar, do whatever, and then if you see it, grab it.
Yeah.
I'd grab all 3 of these.
Yes.
Bourbon collectors are going to have them anyway. They're just going to want them to add them to their collection.
I agree.
But they're all really, really good. 100%. If you are a Maker's Mark fan,
you got to get these.
I mean, there's really no. Yep. Now again, for MSRP because people like to jack up prices, but if you find them for from an honest person,
yeah, you can do that. They are.
Grab them; they're great. I love what they're doing there. I love how innovative they are. I love the selection of the staves. It makes me excited to see what's coming out next. And actually, the O2 this year.
So, yeah, grab this one.
Yeah, and then we'll do a vertical against the other two.
Got to.
Because actually, it's supposed to be very different in many ways than this. Yeah. I was reading that. So, and again, it's like I can't wait to try that. That's what I love about what they're doing here. It's unique. It's different. Each year, an offering, and hopefully we are getting to a year, is going to be different. And
how often do we do that with beer, right? Barrel-aged beers and beers that they bring out every year.
About that.
So buy if you can somehow. I don't know if you can find this anymore, but if you could. Buy it and then save it for a while to compare it year to year and see how things change. That's the fun of this, to see how 2021 changed from 2020 and 19. That's really cool, and I'm glad we did it.
But you know what? Maker's Mark is a hit.
Yep.
Regardless, they're the OG wax red tops, and they got good juice to follow. But I'm digging the wood finishing series, a big.
So do we know when the O2 will come out?
I think it's slated. I think it's sometime this fall.
Right, so
but if you've had this, comment below. Let us know what you think about it, or if you've had any of the other two. Yeah. Because I'd love to know what you think. Maybe your order is different from ours. Tell us, let us know, and we'll comment back and we'll banter back and forth. But I mean, I think all 3 really, really good whiskeys. But in the meantime, if you like what you see from 1090, please click that little bell in the corner and hit the subscribe button. They're going to let you know every time we got a new video coming out. We've got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Untapped.
There you go.
We go live every Tuesday night.
Oh, so much fun.
We have on distilleries, we have on breweries, we have on professional chefs. We give away swag, merch. We run down our top 10 list. It's a ton of fun. And
whiskey beer related.
Hey, we give away whiskeys and beers all the time. Maybe you will. Actually, someone won last week. Won our Maker's Mark flight, so they got all these. So you might too if you come and join us.
There you go.
But I gotta tell you, this is one of those things where I'm excited annually now for the releases of the Maker's Mark wood finishing series.
It's not easy to find, so if you can find it,
grab it. It's worth it. If you like Maker's Mark and you like some experimental stuff, it's a good juice. But cheers, man.
I'm done. Cheers.
Do you want to pick one, or are you just gonna? I'll just take us out. Don't that. Actually, I just bought that. Actually, I can't get those. Don't take any of them. I'm gonna just drink this myself.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, I don't know.